Hello everyone, welcome to this video of SSC GK Section. Make it simple with HRIIVIO James. In this session, we will be discussing about the polity subject. The topics are how to prepare SSC polity section, expected topic in polity for SSC CGL and CPO exam 2024, trend of the past year polity questions, SSC GK May. In the polity section, SSC expect every aspirant to know the most basic and fundamental principles of articles laid down in the constitutions, such as the fundamental rights, DPSP, fundamental duties, parliament, president, vice president, council of ministers, governors, Supreme Court, High Court, Panchayat, municipalities, constitutional bodies, non-constitutional bodies, 12 schedules, amendments, etc. If you see or analyze the past year trend of polity questions, you will find that most of the questions come from this area of topic, and you can expect the mentioned topic here in the upcoming exams or CPO and CGL 2024 exams also. So the question is, how do we prepare or fulfill as per the expectation of SSC in exams? This is what we are going to answer through this short video session. If you are new to polity subject, I believe that this session is going to be a huge boost and a push for your preparation. So let us come to the most important topic, that is the constitutions of India. The constitutions of India is divided into parts. There are 24 parts. We have the 24 parts, the schedules and the amendments as well. So mastering these 24 parts will be very handy during your exams, but I would admit that remembering and memorizing all these articles is not an easy task, but I will try my best to make it as simpler as possible for you to remember many of the articles which is most relevant to SSC exams. The divisions of the constitutions into parts make it simpler for us to remember many of the articles, and there are some articles which are very important and frequently seen in the past year questions. So these are the parts that I'm going to discuss it today. Parts such as the fundamental rights, directive principle of state policy, fundamental duties. These are some few parts which are frequently seen in the past year questions. So what are fundamental rights? Fundamental rights, the article range from 12 to 35. There are rights given for each and every individual, given to every person, like such as right to equality, right to equal opportunity of employment. So these are some of the rights which are for individual. But on the other hand, directive principle of state policy, article range from 36 to 51. These are the basic principle laid down in the directive principle of state policy by the constitution, is the instrument of instruction for the state, meaning that the constitution is directing the state to make for a welfare state, meaning that to make the state to make law for the well-being of the people. So if there are articles in the questions about welfare of the state, about the state, welfare of the people, and these things will be under the directive principle of state policy. But on the other hand, the fundamental duties are the duties which are laid down for every citizen of the country. The duties such as to respect the national flag, to respect the national anthem, and duties of the parent to raise the children. These are some kind of duties which are laid down in the fundamental duties. And the parts such as union, in this union you have the executive here. In executive there are president article range from 52 to 62, and then vice president article range from 62 to 63 to 71, and the council of ministers article 74 and 75, very important, and 78. And attorney general article is 76, 88 and 105. Then we have the controller CAG, that is 148 to 151. So why knowing this kind of articles are important? I will show you with past year questions. There is past year questions in CPO 2023 October 4 third shift. In these questions, which article of the Indian Constitution lays the condition that the president once elected shall not be a member of the either house of the parliament or state legislature? So if we see the option number 1 and 2, since we have the president range from 52 and 62, these two options can be eliminated as they are out of the range from the article that are given for the president. So the two options that are left, we can choose from this either of the two. So even there are some questions where the range are so wide that by knowing this kind of range you would be able to answer. Then we have the state, that is executive may, you have the governor, then the chief ministers or the council of ministers of state, then we have the high court, and also we have the union judiciary here, and parliament, of course, another very important, and panchayats, municipalities by the 73rd Amendment Act and 74th Amendment Act. Then Public Service Commission UPSC and State PCS is under 315 to 323, and then Election Commission is range from 324 to 329. In schedules, we have 12 schedules of the constitutions, where there are 8 schedules originally and 9 schedules were added by the First Amendment Act, and then 10 schedules were added by the 52nd Amendment Act, and then 11 schedule is panchayat, which are added by 73rd Amendment Act, and 12 schedule is added by the 74th Amendment Act. And we also have important amendments, that is the First Amendment, then 24th Amendment, and 42nd Amendment, which is also called as the mini constitutions, as there are lots of constitutions added in the 42nd Amendment, and then 44th Amendment, and the latest one is 104 Amendment. Then 103 Amendment is about the reservation given to the other backward class, not other backward class but economically backward class of the society. But this is another important uh, amendments that have been asked in SSC. Then coming to parliament we have the Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha. Then the speaker, then parliamentary term, and another important one you need to know is presidential form of government or the parliamentary form of government. You need to know the difference of these two. Then coming to constitutional bodies are the bodies which are mentioned in the constitutions, that are constitutional bodies. Example like UPSC, they are mentioned in 315 to 323. And then we have the election commission, which are mentioned in 324 to 329. So these are the constitutional bodies. And CAG 148 to 151 and so on. Non-constitutional bodies are of two types. One is statutory and the second one is non-statutory. Statutory bodies are the bodies which are backed by laws, or the laws have been made to give effect to the bodies. For example, National Human Rights Commission. The National Human Rights Commission was formed by 1993 by the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. But on the other hand, non-statutory bodies are those bodies which are neither backed by laws or by a statute. Example is Niti Aayog. They are formed by an executive action for the convenience of their administrative purpose. Now let us go to the past year question and the trend that you see in POLITY section. I have analyzed the CPO for October shift in one of the video. If you would like to see the past year questions of that analysis, you can check the video. If you see the trend of this CPO October shift 3 2023, the question number 9 talks about Article 361 and 19 question, which articles of the Constitution of India prohibits forced labor. So this also about the articles. So if you know the fundamental rights range from 12 to 36, this will be able to answer. And these are the questions which are directly hitting from the Bharat Racing Star Academy notes. Now, which of the articles clarifies the policies like reservation and these things? You can check the detail of this video from the analysis of CPO CGL questions. CPO questions. See, we have another one, schedules, the tiers of all PM. This is the mnemonics to remember the 12 schedules of the constitutions. And 45, where I have talked about this one in the previous topic, while discussing the previous topic. And here, which of the following another amendments, the questions come from the amendments, constitutional amendments. And then we have the CGL Tier 1, 17 July 2023. Which part of the Constitution of India contains the provisions of Union Executive? So see, this is what it comes directly from the parts of the Constitution. Union and executive parts is what? Here, part number 5, union and executive. So directly came from this part. Then, which of the following amendments to the Constitution, Indian Constitution, make the right to property a legal right in place of a fundamental rights? Another amendments questions. Then we have the sigil tier 2, 25 October 2023. And if you want to check the detail of the sigil tier 2, 25 October shift, these questions are also made and explained well in another video. You can check the video from the channel. This is about the election commissions and asking about the articles. And here we have the Vice President of India, the list of Vice President coming from the Bharat Star Academy, and another one, the Prime Ministers and the 5-year plans, which is also coming from the Bharat Star Academy notes, the list of Prime Minister, and so on. Now the answers to above question is that if you are able to master the constitutions, their parts and the articles the way I show you, your half work is done for polity preparation. Any doubts or any queries related to today's discussion or SSC GK topic from any subject, you can tell me in the comment section below. I will be more obliged to make that kind of doubtful topic or section in the days to come. Thank you for watching.